People of Dunwall, this is the Duke of Serconis. I have glorious news, a surprise. The Empress Delilah, sister to Jessamine of beloved memory, has arrived to take her rightful place on the throne. Former Empress Emily Caldwin and Royal Protector Corvo Attano have been found guilty of murder. Emily Caldwin is in custody, but Corvo Attano is still at large, wanted in connection with the Crown Killer assassinations. There is a substantial reward for his death or capture. Former Empress Emily Caldwin and Royal Protector Corvo Attano have been found guilty of murder. Corvo Attano is in custody, but Emily Caldwin is still at large, wanted in connection with the Crown Killer assassinations. There is a substantial reward for her death or capture. People of Karnaca, it's your Duke, returned home to our brilliant city, the Jewel of the South. Can they hear me? It's working? Splendid. I bring you glorious news. My beloved Delilah Caldwin has taken her rightful place as Empress. A glittering time of wealth, beauty, and industry for those with the proper spirit. Across Serconis, all hail Delilah! This is the Duke. I just awoke from a dream. A terrible red wave was rising up from the ocean, coming to smash Karnaca. I screamed and fell out of bed. It's not common knowledge, but traveling by ship horrifies me. It's unnatural. The ocean is a malignant force. It exists to drive us mad or drag us down deep, where our skin and organs turn to jelly and our bones settle in the muck. For those poor fools who make their trade on the waters, I wish them luck. Serconis is a land of tall timber, fierce winds, and deep silver mines. Leave the ocean for those with no other choice. Citizens of Karnaca, this is the Duke of Serconis. Who else would it be? Malcontents are saying that our bridges are crumbling, that people are leaving our cities. But as I look out from the windows of the Grand Palace, I know these are lies. Serconis is a land of riches. Yes, some of the people are poor because they're lazy. And it's true that across our capital there are abandoned buildings full of blood flies. But there have always been blood flies. And there always will be. It's the way of the world. Things rot. They fall apart. You squeeze out every drop of wine you can, then you pass into nothing. You can put that on my tombstone. This is the Duke of Serconis. The insane child empress is gone, and the age of Delilah is underway. But the danger hasn't passed. Not at all. Through vile trickery, the so-called Royal Protector Corvo Attano escaped. And he's here among us. I'm sure of it. Scheming and hiding. Be vigilant. Your weight in silver if you bring him to justice. This is the Duke of Serconis. The insane child empress is gone, and the age of Delilah is underway. But the danger hasn't passed. No, not at all. Through vile trickery, Emily Caldwin escaped. And she's here among us. I'm sure of it. Scheming and hiding. Be vigilant. Your weight in silver if you bring her to justice. Karnaca, my Karnaca, brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the little people who make this great city trundle along. This is the Duke, but you must all know my voice by now. A new empress sits on the throne in Dunwall. Our rightful ruler, Delilah Caldwin, the first of her name. May she reign forever. There are some traitors who question her claim to the throne. Morley, Tivia, treasonous nations skulking in the cold, gloomy north. If they want war, we'll give it to them, no matter how many of you I have to sacrifice. Serconis will fight for Delilah to the bitter end. People of Karnaca, this is the Duke. Some of you have questioned the stricter mining quotas and the new taxes being levied by the Grand Serconian Guard. Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Bales, my good friend. He's a patriot, a man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of this land's silver into shiny coins. I asked him to double the number of mine workers, and he did it. No questions, no complaints. Karnaca needed miners, and he produced them. Out of thin air. That's the Serkonan spirit. That's what we need. People of Karnaca, this is the Duke. Yesterday I was informed that a group of wealthy citizens had banded together to pay an exorbitant price for a passenger ship, with the aim of relocating their families to Tibia during this time of civil crisis. It boggles my mind that anyone would choose to live in that frozen waste, rather than here in Serkonis, fairest of the Isles. However, there's been a change of itinerary, and I'm redirecting the ship. I wish to congratulate these enterprising citizens and wish them well as they join our brave navy in the battles ahead for control of the Empire. People of Karnaca, this is the Duke. I wish to convey my heartfelt thanks to the Grand Serkonan inventor, Kiran Jindosh, on the occasion of his recent retirement. Who can forget his charming mechanical toys whose delightful antics have amused young and old alike? But now we bid farewell to this remarkable man as he surrenders his title and departs. For whatever he'll do now, we just won't be seeing very much of him. That'll have to do. This is the Duke of Serkonis. I've been told that people are complaining about dust from the mines falling on the city. Yes, war is expensive. You may not be aware that our silver mines are operating past full capacity in order to fund our conflict against the Northern Isles. That's not dust. It's the blood of our enemies. This is the Duke of Serkonis. As part of the effort to take back our streets from the Howler Gang, the following subordinate criminal organizations are hereby warned to leave Karnaca, and anyone professing membership is subject to imprisonment or death. The Grizzlers, the Hagsmith, the Mercurial Street Gang, the Chanters, the Eyeless, especially the Eyeless. I'd rather not hear about them again. This is the Duke of Serkonis, with a warning to you all. For years, the Abbey of the Everyman has promised peace and purity to those who follow its ways and heed its teachings. Some will tell you this is heresy, but things are changing in Serkonis. All hail our new Empress Delilah Caldwin. Things are changing across the Empire, and I'm here to tell you to live as you see fit. If the 7 strictures provide you with contentment, then follow them. If not, throw them out. If you want my advice, dear citizens, live while you can. Drink deeply and tear the flesh from the bone. This is the Duke of Serkonis, hereby announcing that the post of Grand Inventor is vacant. Those who aspire to the position may appear before me and present their technological or alchemical marvels. Spread the word across the Empire. Regardless of where you were born or how long you studied at the Academy of Natural Philosophy, come to Karnaca and impress me. I am particularly interested in works of military or naval application. It wouldn't hurt if you could present something to get rid of this cursed headache. This is the Duke of Serkonis. Another thing. While all the prominent city leaders attended the most recent palace dinner, yes, it's true, I excluded Vice Overseer Liam Byrne. Contrary to what the Abbey believes, I do not hate them. But no one tells me when to stop drinking. And how is it possible to eat when someone is sermonizing on the risks of consuming vermin? Why is this even a question? Whoever wanted to eat rat flesh in the first place? Well, apart from the unfortunate poor, they're excluded from palace functions as well. At the request of Aramis Stilton, I'm told I need to present another set of awards to critical mine workers this month. What is it for? Safety? Certainly not productivity this time. You should all thank Stilton, the only one of you lazy ingrates worth anything. Back to work, all of you!